I'm going to show you one of my favorite easy to cook meals, because part of having a plan is making sure you have a bunch of easy things that you can fall back on when it comes to cooking, because really, who has time to spend hours and hours in the kitchen? So one of my favorite easy go-to really good meals is barbecue ribs in the crock pot. I learned this years and years and years ago, and typically what I would do is put I get the baby back pork ribs and I put them in the crock pot with barbecue sauce. But I don't know, maybe a couple of months ago we discovered a pork rib rub, and we fell in love with it. So instead of using barbecue sauce, I'm going to put the rub on the ribs and do it that way. So here, there's going to be, I know I kind of went a little crazy, there's going to be 8 of us for dinner tonight. So I have lots and lots of ribs. Obviously you can tailor it to meet the size of your family. But what I do, I follow the same process whether I use the barbecue sauce or the rub, is defrost your ribs, and then I'm going to, in this case, spread my rub on. We have a little bit of excess in here, so I'm going to spread it on the ribs first of all, front and back. Of course, making a mess is imperative, so feel free to get it all over the place. I never claimed to be a neat cook. And I will put the recipe for this rub in the text beneath the video so that you can have it. If you're going to use barbecue sauce instead, obviously you would skip this step. And instead then, or the next step, is to put the ribs on a cookie sheet. And in the broiler, I think usually you could use high or low heat, depends on your broiler. Just kind of sear them a little bit till they're a little brown. It's a little trickier with the rub because the rub, if it's left in there too long, it tends to burn easily. So you have to keep an eye on it. If you don't have the rub on there, it goes pretty smoothly. So I just transfer them over, hoping I can get them all on one cookie sheet, because it really is a pain if you can't. I've got them on my cookie sheet. I'm going to turn my broiler on. And I go ahead and stick this pan in there. Usually I just kind of keep an eye on it and just, like I said, till they're a little brown. Then I'm going to flip them over, kind of broil the other side of them, and then we will put them in a crock pot. So we'll be right back. So I've taken the ribs out of the oven. Again, like I said, when you use the rub, you just gotta watch them because you don't want them to burn. If you're gonna just put barbecue sauce on them, you can leave them in a little bit longer. So now I'm just going to layer them in my crock pot. Nice big crock pot. And then set it on low for the rest of the day. And when it's time to eat, we'll have really nice tasting and incredibly juicy ribs, which is why why I like to do them in the crock pot, because I hate tough ribs and I've never had a problem in the crock pot. They always come out super tender. So if I was gonna do barbecue sauce, what I would do is just put them in there for now and come back maybe around lunchtime and add the barbecue sauce to it. And occasionally, like maybe later on, I'll look at them and flip them around so they're not, they can get a little bit more tender on the bottom ones. So that's all there is to it. It's a super simple meal. It's really tasty. Everybody looks forward to it. And so you can add this to your list of go-to easy dinners because it's in the crock pot. You don't have to think about it again for the rest of the day. So enjoy.